All right, lovelies. This is going to be a difficult one for me. This is going to be a difficult one for me. We're talking declutter. I'm going to go through all of my liquid / cream shadows. I have some miscellaneous. If you have watched any of my Shop My Stash videos, you've seen the drawer of chaos. You've seen it. We're going to go through it today. I am hoping to get organized, get into the containers that I purchased. I have some things that I know that I can just get rid of at this point. Either they're probably not good anymore, they probably dried out, gone weird, and also things that I just don't reach for anymore. I just really want to have a drawer that I love my liquid and cream shadows. And when I open this drawer, right now, it's just overwhelming. And so I want to get rid of that overwhelm. So if you're along for the ride, thank you for joining. But if we haven't met before, my name is Kelly and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist. And here on my channel, I strive to keep beauty real. Real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to click subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. We're going to dive into this. I will be doing an overhead with swatches, all the things. I want to get rid of some things. I also just really want to organize. So that's going to be kind of what we're focusing on today. I'm also, by the way, filming a lip declutter, which I am going to be ruthless. I don't want to say I'm going to be ruthless within this because I do love my liquids and creams. I just want to be more mindful. But the lip products is just out of hand. So if you want to see something that is hopefully me going hard with this declutter, I will... I don't know which one's going up first, so it's good to subscribe, but if it is up already, I'll make sure to have it linked down in the description box as well. All right, let's get into this right now. We've got a lot to go through. All right, let's start out with my About Face matte and what do they call these? Fractals. So I don't think in fact, I know I'm not getting rid of any of my mattes. I do really enjoy these. I do want to swatch out my fractals just because some of these I've noticed that I don't know if they're drying out quick or just the texture of them is hard to get out of the tube. I've had it happen a couple times where I'm like, gosh, can I even like use this anymore? So I will swatch those. If you are not new to my channel, you will know how much I love these. I have tried to go by like neutrals-ish that I would grab a lot. I should actually, I'm gonna swap. I'm gonna swap this. And then like my colorfuls over here. And I have some of the little minis that came in a set and then the big one. So I love these. I think that they are so easy to blend on the eye, the mattes, and they're just so easy to use. I just absolutely love them. I think that they look great. They don't like get too crispity crunchity on the skin. I don't think I've used this one yet. I need to do that this fall. Maybe that will get pulled into my Shop My Stash. Okay, so we are going to pull these ones out. I do have these 4 and then this one over here. So let's pull these to the side. I'll put this towel down, by the way, so that you didn't have to hear the click clack on my vanity. This is one of my newer ones, I think, Apollo Empire. All right, we'll zoom in just a little bit so that you can see these swatches. Now, I like these because they are easy to put on, but some of the shades, and now the reason I got drawn into these is I felt like they had quite a bit of dimension. Most of the shades that I picked out, they have like a bit of a different reflect than the base that they have. And so just something that's like quick, easy, gives a little bit of shimmer to the eye, and they do wear a long time. This one I've worn a lot. This is Fracture. But see here where it's like, okay, I mean, I can tell that there's still some in the tube, but I almost feel like it's getting really hard to get out. And it's like this whipped texture, whereas the others are, the matte ones are more creamy. But I mean, so darn pretty, right? Then we have the shade Smolder. This one's obviously lighter and a cooler tone because it has almost like that pink to blue toned flip. It's pretty. This is probably my least favorite of all the ones that I have, but again, it's just like, it's getting kind of hard to use. I don't know. I won't buy any more of these fractal ones. They do have like newer ones out, and I think that like newer shades, I think that they are this same texture. See, now here is this one, and this one is coming out really nicely. This one is so pretty. I don't know if you'll be able to see it here. This is Digital Demise. This might have been one of the first ones I got, and Oh, okay, there we go. Sorry, trying to like figure out with my camera with the viewfinder flipped. It has a really warm base. Then the sparkle in it is very much like gold and pink and copper. It is just gorgeous. So I don't know. I will probably, you know, continue to keep all of these, but this is probably going to be the first one to go. And I won't buy these anymore. It's just such a shame. It's like I just can't rely on them. So love the mattes, but these ones in the future I will not get. Oh, I just realized I didn't swatch this last one. What is this? All About the Benjamins. It's funny though, because you'd think like that would be like a green, and this is very much, you know, more of a teal. So this I would want to put over something because the base is really translucent. With a lot of these, I feel like the base ends up looking translucent, and I'm sure that it's meant to be paired with the matte, so you could put the matte all over the lid and then add some shimmer. This one is pretty, it's not necessarily a need, but yeah, I mean, I don't even, like I said, I don't know if I've even worn this one, so I guess that's something that should come out in my Shop My Stash. These two are going to come out in my Shop My Stash. I think that would be pretty. Why don't I just swatch one of these so that you can see it? Which shade is this? Crocodile Rock. That would be a pretty combo. Yeah, okay. Anyway, moving on and away from these. All right, here we have all of my color fix. I am quickly going to separate these out between mattes and other formulas. You know that I just love the color fix, absolutely. I do feel like when it comes to the shimmers, especially the, which is the one, the foils and there's another one, like, do they call it metallic? I don't know. They're a little bit more fussy to deal with. I know that I do have at least one of these that is now clogged and I just can't get it open again. So that's really disappointing. I'm gonna go through these. I have a feeling I'm gonna end up keeping all of my mattes for now unless they are dried up, but I do want to really take a good look at these shimmers and see if I want to keep them, because I just feel like I have options that are probably similar in color that are just a little easier to work with. All right, I know there's a ton of background noise right now, like a ton, but I just wanted to say these are the foils that I still have in my collection. Sorry, Jeremy's out there, I don't know, sawing through blacktop or something. But this is one that I recently got. This is the new Liquid Metals formula. This one I'm gonna keep. It's just this beautiful copper color. I may have something similar from Sydney Grace, Spiced Cider, but I think that Spiced Cider is actually like lighter and brighter than this. Oh my gosh. So this one is Secret Garden, and it says that it's a matte. It does have a slight, I would say it's almost more like a satin. It's interesting because in the tube you can kind of see it has a bit of like a shimmer, but it does look more matte on my hand. I'm gonna put it in with the mattes. The thing about these is that they are far more waterproof, hyper durable than any other cream formula I have. So I'll keep this one for now, but this one actually, I think Kara sent me a long time ago. She's like, I don't know why I have two of these. Would you want to use this? This is Nebula. This is one of the foils. Now the texture of this is just too chunky for me. I don't think you can see it, but it is quite chunky. So I am going to get rid of this one. And honestly, at this point, I probably won't even pass it along to someone because I know I've had it for a while. Now this one is Parade. I don't even know why I bought this one. Like it's a lavender with a blue flip. This one does have a bit of texture to it, but it is very pretty. I might see if one of my lavender loving friends wants this one, just to even try, and if they don't want it, they can pitch it out. But again, it's just got a little bit more texture to it. It's very rare. It's very rare that I'm gonna wear lavender, so I am gonna get rid of this one. This shade, Fantasy. So I think actually that Parade and Fantasy came out right around the same time. And this is considered to be a foil as well. Definitely a smoother texture. It is really pretty, but I just never reach for it. I might see if someone maybe who hasn't tried a color fix wants it. It is also a little bit translucent unless you build it up a lot, and I would prefer to have something that's more opaque, but it is a very pretty one. This is the one that I have that completely got clogged and I can't even get into it anymore. This is the shade Petals, and you know what, it's just not worth even trying to like dink around with. It was pretty, but it's not one that I reach for a lot anyway, and so I can just let this one go. So taking a peek here at the rest, let me zoom you out a little bit. Okay, so I am missing 2, and those are my 2 nudes. I think I have, it's either shade 1 and 3 or shade 2 and 4. I use those as eye bases, and I still have all of my makeup packed from my recent work travels. So those I will be keeping, but the rest of these, the one thing for me, I mean, this blue, when am I going to use this blue? Probably never. I should probably get rid of a couple of these. I just, the one time that I would use these and I know that I would love it is if I'm using it as an eyeliner, like, because I could see having a really strong matte blue eyeliner. These neons are fun to play with, but they are a little finicky. I have used them as liners. I think what I should probably do is try to use it as a liner one more time. And if they don't really work well for me, then I just need to get rid of them. I have a lot of these beautiful neutrals, a few fun pops of color. I've actually used these all over the face. I have several Danessa Myricks color fix videos. If you do want to see how I use these, I will make sure to have those linked down below for you so that you can see, but I've used them as blush, as lips. I do like them as blush. I don't really wear them as lips, but like on the eyes, gorgeous. You could use it as bronzer. They are honestly waterproof, amazing, very long wear. I'm just kind of like, okay, I just haven't been reaching for them. So, but like some of the colors like this one, oh, which one is this? Primary yellow. It's a little bit mustardy. It's not very primary, Danessa, I'm sorry. But this I should pull out for fall. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'm gonna pull out a couple color fix in my Shop My Stash because I'm gonna be filming that next, and I will play with these a little bit, maybe even one of the neons to try. And if I just find that the performance isn't there, I know I will have to do a couple coats of these, but like to get a neon that lasts all day and stays bright, like how nice is that? So of course I have the white and the black to mix. So I don't know that I'm doing that great so far with decluttering here, but I am getting rid of the Petals. I'm gonna get rid of Fantasy and Parade and Nebula. So I think the only one that I'm keeping for now is the new Liquid Metals formula. This is the shade, by the way, I didn't even say Hot Fire. I will probably swatch Spice Cider from Sydney Grace though, but I think it's a little less red than this and brighter. So we'll see. I'm gonna put these back. By the way, if I can find these, I will link these. I think I am gonna switch over to more of these guys because they do fit, and I just feel like I can get more, but it just depends on like if you like lipsticks and you want to be able to stand them or you want to be able to lay them. These actually work really nicely too, but I feel like for the space, I think that these really work well, and you can put these in here. So we'll see. We'll see what I end up doing, but for now I've got them, so I'm gonna put them back in. Now, a while ago on Amazon, I picked up more of the cases of the stands, the little like organizers that I have my about face in, because these do fit. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these in. They wobble a little bit more. I wonder if it would be more helpful. Yeah, we'll go this way because I think that these will fit here, and then I will have more for my Sydney Grace. We'll see how I end up organizing these, but I did pick these up quite a while ago. I will link some down below also with these. These I think are still readily available, the little like lipstick stands, and you can actually stand them up as well. These, I think for sure the rose gold ones are out of stock, but you might be able to find clear or the gold, so I will link what I can. So I'm gonna pop these in, and if I change my mind and need to move things around, I can always do that. I just realized I have 2 chocolate. Why do I have 2 chocolate? Ugh, that's irritating. Okay, I have no idea why I have 2 of these. I guess I need to try to find someone that I can pass one along to. Wow, Kelly. Yep, one is completely unused, so I can pass this along to someone. I cannot believe that I did that. I wonder if I got it and I was going to give it as a gift and then completely forgot. Who knows? Who knows with me? Jeez. Oh, I found one more of the color fix, and this is in the shade Ballerina. This is a really easy to use shade. Heck, I might as well just swatch it. Hold on here. This is a really easy to use one. It would be one that I think a lot of people would kind of reach for. Like, look how pretty that is. Is it one that I reach for a lot? Not really, but maybe it's one that I should pull out. I mean, that would be a really pretty highlighter. So, all right. I was not sure if I was gonna keep it or not, but I think I'm gonna keep it and give it a whirl. Also, I have one more slot left in that little stand. So this is, I guess, what it was meant for. All right, here we go. Sydney Grace Cream Shadows. Is anybody surprised? Is anybody surprised to see this being somewhat chaotic? Probably not. All right, I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit so that you can see here. How ridiculous is this? So just to share with you, a few of these purples the brand gifted to me. We were just chatting about purples and they're like, oh, we'll just send you those. And I was like, okay. Now I have all of these purples that I just won't wear. So that is one of the things that I will probably make sure to pass on a purple to someone that I know that loves purples, just because it's like, I will never go through all of these before I would need to. I have a lot of greens or like greeny gray type situation. I have some more reds, some cool neutrals, and then some neutrals into lots of warms and golds. So what I'm going to do for the sake of this video, I'm sure that it's kind of disappointing to not get to see all these swatched out, but I am planning on doing a swatch video before the holiday sales come along. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then that way I can swatch all of them by category. And then you can decide if you're gonna shop. I will give you my honest thoughts about the formulas. There's definitely at least one of these in here that I know I'm gonna chuck after that video because I hate the formula of it. And I've kept it on hand just to be able to show people. And at this point, I really don't need to do that anymore. So there will be documented swatching and me ranting about that shade, which is unfortunate because the color of it I really love. The texture of it sucks, but we'll get into that. So I'm just going to put these away now that they are categorized by color. If you haven't tried any of Sydney Grace's creams, definitely a must try. Now that the guys are out there mowing along, I'm gonna get these put away, organized. Watch out for that swatch video. Oh, the one I do want to swatch though is this Spice Cider one, because we need to compare it to that Danessa Myricks one. Ugh, if they are like super similar, I am just gonna like kick myself. All right, so far we haven't really been doing that good in the decluttering department. I have a feeling this is gonna be where we do better. There is a lot of random craziness in here as far as like what I've got. Some of it is eyeshadow, some of it's eyeshadow bases. We will see how we do. I've got some singles over here that I am gonna go through as well. So my random mishmash drawer. All right, if it's a bit darker, it's because it's a bit later in the day. I got the guys lunch and came back to do this all fueled up. Okay, so like I said, a lot of this is kind of a mishmash of things. I love my little Danessa Myricks palette. I have this first look of the Lightworks 4 palette. I think this is just like one shadow in here. I think this was in maybe a Trend Mood box or something like that. This Paradise shade is pretty, but I feel like I have shades from my indie brand, so I might just see if somebody would like this one. I might just pass that along. Okay, let's see here. So I'm gonna pull out everything in this one because this is all like, I think this is shadows. So let's pull out all my creams. Okay, well that was short work. I didn't realize how few I actually have here. Hopefully you're able to see that. I have two from Charlotte Tilbury. We have Gold, Star Gold, and Copper Sunrise. And I do enjoy wearing these for like quick shades. I also have a couple of the Phytosurgeon's Flash Fluorescence. That one is Wild Oak. Oh. Okay. This is Velvet Leaf and Wild Oak is all icky. It's all icky. They're both icky. And that looks very moldy. And I have not had these for that long. That's disappointing. let me tell you, I've had some disappointing phytosurgeons moments. If you saw my recent favorites and fails video, okay, well, I guess I'm getting rid of those. I literally have used each of these like 2 times maybe. And I'm pretty sure that that's what that is. I don't think it's like oils settling. That really looks moldy. Oh my God. Okay, well, I guess that solves that. This one already looks like it's drying up anyway. Okay, so these are obviously not going to be used. I'm going to keep the Charlotte Tilbury. So these 2 are creamy creams, right? The others that I have in here, some of these are that interesting texture, like the Hourglass. This like not quite a cream, not quite a powder situation. I do have a few shades of the Hourglass ones. At least I thought I had a few. Maybe I only kept 1. Oh no, here we go. We got 2. So I've got this plummy one that is molten, and then this gold one is foil. I'm sorry that my bracelets keep clanking. Oh, 1 more. And then Ray, which is, I don't know, what would we call this? Like a nude, neutral, whatever. So I do really like these. They are very pretty. I actually just the other day did a really cute look with star gold on my lid, and then I was like, well, this is okay, but I want something a little bit more, and then I popped this gold one from Hourglass over the center of the lid. I literally just pointed at the center of my lid, like you could see that. And it was very cute. So I'm going to keep those. And then I have this Marc Jacobs sequins. Obviously this is from a while ago. I don't even know if this is going to perform very well, but it is a very fall shadow. So I will go ahead and, let's see here. Let me swatch this one. Yeah, this is cute. I should at least use this one more time to be able to see, you know, if I want to keep it or not. So maybe, it's so funny because I'm going to be like, hey, if you want to see part of my shop, my stash, watch my declutter, because that's where I got some of this. I also have this one, which is a very similar formula, the Victoria Beckham, what do they call these? The lid lusters, and this is the shade Velvet, another one that I need to get more use out of. This is such a beautiful, like golden olive. Oh, look at that. Very, very pretty. Totally for fall. So we're gonna actually keep these out for fall. I think that'll be a great idea. So I'm going to keep these. You know what? I don't even know if I have used this molten, but there was a little bit on that, the whatever I'm calling this little cap here. It's pretty, but if I haven't even used it yet at all, do I need to keep it? Probably not. So I will pass this along to a friend. I'm sure someone would enjoy this shade. That one's going in the not keep pile. All right, this one is really old and I don't even care. I'm keeping it. This is Utopia from Makeup Geek. This is a loose pigment. There aren't many loose pigments that I keep in my life, but you guys, if you have not seen this, so what I would do is I usually put some in the cap, put a little Fix Plus or some Duraline from Inglot in, and then just make this more like liquidy and pop this on. And it is so pretty. It doesn't even, I mean, it's not even showing it justice here. It's just this beautiful, like grungy gold. It's so, so pretty, so pretty. I also like to put this over a black smoky eye, and it is gorgeous. So I'm definitely gonna be keeping this one. I used to have another one of the coppery type shades. I mean, look at that, look at that. Okay, so we're keeping that one as well. Let's pull out, I have one of these from, oh gosh, what was this brand? Touch and Soul, the Metalist Sparkling Foiled Pigment. So again, this is one of those that comes with the little topper. I mean, it's pretty. It's that like kind of purple into silver. Do I have so many shades already like this in my collection? Yes, I do. So I think I'll probably pass this one along. I might as well. I have not been getting use out of it, and something like that is probably going to dry up at some point. I remember being so excited. I bought like 2 or 3 of these, and I think I've ended up gifting them out to everybody because I just don't reach for them enough. All right, this one, it's this Soul shade I have from the Kathleen Lights Zodiac collab with ColourPop. I'm keeping this shade. I did get rid of the palette, so I'm going to keep this shade. I can't even remember which one it was now. Honestly, I do not remember, but I'm going to keep that one. I have a big thing of MAC tan pigment. I don't reach for it that much. Like, honestly, I have Sydney Gray shadows that I would use more than this, so I think I'm actually finally going to let MAC tan pigment go, because I have a couple, is it like Blushed from Sydney Grace? What's the one? Let's see, Blushed. Yeah, look, those are pretty darn close to each other. So, and this is just so much easier to use, and I have 2 pans of it, so it's here in my in Mel's memory bundle. So I'm going to let this one go. We can do that. All right, we've got some glitters in here. I've got this Copperella shade, this Champagne Bubbly. It is not very often that I will wear glitters anymore. I also have this really sparkly purple one, which is super cute, but probably not going to be something that I would wear. So I'm going to pass this one on. I also have this thing of glitter base, like it's like a base that you'd use a brush with. From Lit, these like were in a kit together, so I might try to pass these on. By the way, this one's Afternoon Delight. I don't know if they even make these anymore. Is this company even a thing anymore? Who knows? So, you know, these, by the way, I think this was Violet Voss. Was this Violet Voss like way back in the day? Yeah, Violet Voss. So I'm just gonna keep these. They're fun. You know, who knows when you're gonna need a glitter, right? They're not taking up a lot of room. Notoriously Morbid. These were free pigments in a order that I did, or like it was a mystery bag, I think is what it was. And loose pigments I just do not use. It would be fun to get some use out of these, but I just never did it. So I'm gonna get rid of those. And then I have this MAC shadow. This is a beautiful shade. This is Modern Pewter. It's an extra dimension. Very pretty, but is it something that I need? Probably not. Nah, it's not. It's just like a olivey pewter. Not really something that I need to reach for, so I'm gonna get rid of that. I think I actually pulled that out in a Shop My Stash. When was that? I don't even remember, but you know what? I did not use it. So then I have, one random liquid shadow. I have this JD Glow liquid shadow. This is the shade No Way. I really don't use these ones ever. Again, this is one that I feel like I have like, Davina's Australis is a better version of this, and this is kind of thinner and it's not as shiny. So I'm gonna just get rid of this. All right, so now I have all of these little Sephora singles that I bought in, of course, one of the Sephora sales. And there was one that I used recently and I was pretty disappointed in it. And I was like, oh, can't wait to do my declutter because I'm gonna get rid of this one, but now I don't remember which one it is. So I'm gonna wipe off the swatches that I have on my hand right now, and then we will swatch these and we'll figure out which one that was. It's not that one because that one's never been used. Okay, welcome to the messy swatch party. Who's surprised? Probably no one. So this one has to be Choco Shock. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Shock Choc. Shock Choc, like chocolate. That's a well-known shade. It is very pretty. It's this beautiful, like cool, kind of almost like taupey silvery brown. So I'm going to keep that one. It was this one. It was this one that was the dud. You can see here, it barely went on. It's kind of dried out. So the Shock Choc is a metal effect shade. I think that this next one, yeah, Meteor, that's this one here, is a metal effect. Which is this one? This is a shimmer. So I would say stay away from the shimmers because they're pretty lame. So also I will say that I probably have a copper shade like that in my collection somewhere. I'm sure that I do, but I'm going to keep both of those ones for now until I go through all my other singles. And if I'm like, yeah, I've totally got that, which I mean, again, I'm pretty sure that I do. So this one, I'm not even gonna like give that to someone. That one's just gonna go. It's just not very good quality. Now these two, I don't know if you can see here. Let me see if I can zoom in any further. Nope, sure can't. All right, can you see? I can't tell if I'm focused or not, but this has these tiny little sparkles. It's like holographic. This one definitely, this Fool's Gold, and this is the sequins formula in case you're looking later, you know. This is sequins. It has a multicolored glitter. It is gritty though. So like, I would put this on over a glitter glue for sure, but it does have some grittiness to it. And this one here, I felt like that one was less gritty. This one is also another sequins, and it's cherry. I think I'm gonna keep these. Oops, I got some of the red on that one, but I think I'm gonna keep these. So that red is right in that middle there. So it's more like the side effect here. I really like that. This one here is another different formula. This is the metal. Oh, it's another metal one. I mean, that one's pretty, but it's just like a nice peachy, sheeny shade. I think I'm gonna pull that one out and maybe use it tomorrow and see if it's worth keeping. If it's just like, okay, I'll probably get rid of it. If it like lights my fire in some random way, maybe I'll keep it. But honestly, this just looks like it could be like any basic B eyeshadow palette shimmer, but I will give it a go tomorrow. So we have one of this that we're gonna get rid of, possibly this one as well. If I just sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I've got all those kinds of shades. And recently I've been like, where are all my like warm coppery shades at? So I'll have to take a peek, but these ones are gonna be fun to use like holiday time. Absolutely, I'm gonna have to pull these out. See, this is what I was talking about, because I would not have remembered these sequin shades and you know, things like these sparkles. Like I forgot that these were even in here. So I'm gonna wipe off my crazy swatches here, and then we'll get into the chaos that is in that other bucket. See, this is what I'm talking about. I have so much stuff in this bin of chaos. There are so many things, like I'm pulling everything out of this. There are so many things that I kind of forgot about, like my twin flames. I really love these. I actually just pulled one out and used it the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so pretty. It might have been this one, this olivine shade. Very, very pretty, and wore all day long, and I need to give these more use. So now it is time, so let's keep getting organized here. Okay, I thought I had this darn shade. This is the shade Alien from Danessa Myricks. Another one that I was like, where did that go? I honestly thought that maybe it got clogged up, but it didn't. So I know that I really like this one, so I'm gonna keep this one. Okay, so taking a look here, I just randomly had this liquid liner. I have actually got, is this where I've been keeping all my liquid liners? It must be, yeah. So I have one other liquid liner in here that I wanted to just pull out. It was in my summer shop, my stash, and this is from JD Glow. Did I use this one even? Yeah, I think I did. I used it once. It's still good, and I mean, talk about a bright pop. It's not showing up on the camera, at least not in my viewfinder, how freaking neon this is. So this is a keeper for me. Now I'm unsure as to what to do with this rose gold liner. So this is the shade right here. If you can see that, I'll zoom you guys in again so you can see the swatches. So it's very pretty, but this liner brush is kind of wonky, and the product is getting a little bit gooky. So I just don't know how much I want to fuss with that. And truly, I could probably just do this with an eyeshadow and get my brush wet, and it would probably be close to the same. Maybe not quite as molten, but I think I'm just gonna give this one to the garbage can. Okay, I might as well just swatch this one so that you can see it, because it is pretty. It's definitely a 2-coater, but look how pretty that is. Definitely good summer vibes. I have one of these Fenty ones. This is probably ancient at this point, and I don't know that this is really that great. The last one, I used one this summer. Maybe it was the blue one, and I had to put 2 coats on. It got kind of cracky, and this is so sheer that this one I'd probably have to put 3 coats on. So I'm just gonna toss this one. It's starting to separate, so it's time to let it go. These 2 shadow bases I got from Glam Shop. I never use them. This one looks like it's kind of like drying out. They just were like meh. You know, it's back when Glam Shop was the thing, and I was like, ooh, eye bases, I should try these. And now I'm like, you didn't need these. So we will be getting rid of those as well. These Gen C colors are really nice. The formula I like. Let's see, I have linen and shroom. So I actually won a giveaway. It's one of the few Instagram giveaways. Oh, that linen shade, I should pull that out. I also got the lavender. It was like their spring launch, and I gave the lavender one to my friend Jody. These 2 are just nice, cool neutrals. So I'm gonna keep these very quick and easy, like pop it on, even if then I wanted to like put a shimmer over the top, but these, they're just easy. I would love to try, like, I think now they have a couple like more colorful ones. So at some point I'd like to try those. Not anytime soon, because clearly I have a lot. Like why you saw all of the about face ones that I have. I do not need to add more. So this is one of my Natasha Denona chromiums that I still have left. This is Dog Bane. Let's see if we've got anything left in here. Oh, it's pretty dry. It's pretty dry. Nope. It's almost gone. Like, I mean, it's not. Clearly I've got quite a bit in here. I could try to revive it, like with some Duraline or something, but it's just not necessary. These were so expensive. Like, this was before I realized how great the indie makeup opportunities were. I'm kicking myself for these, but this one is gonna go in the garbage very clearly. Okay, these two, let's see if these have any life to them. Obviously, these are the Stila Glisten and Glow, Glitter and Glow, Glitter and Glow. Are these both? Because I know that they had different formulas. So this one's Diamond Dogs. I would not be surprised if these are, oh yeah, that's too dry. That one's gonna go away. And I'm sure this one is Kitten, yeah. No, if sparkle comes flaking out, then you know that you just need to let them go. Okay, going to the makeup graveyard. Wah wah. My Twin Flames, and my hair. I love all of these. If you are looking for some inspo for fall, I just want to swatch a couple of these. This is the one that I wore the other day, Olivine. So pretty. I mean, hello, beautiful. And also this one is great. This is Forever. Yep, Forever. It's really hard to get the shifts in my weird lighting that I have set up right now. Well, it's normal lighting, but it's weird for flat lays. Yeah, see there you can see like that olivine shift and even the like bright yellow into the orange of Forever. And then these iridescent ones, like this is probably, this one might be my favorite. I don't know. I mean, just so fun to play with. This one is Passion. Really fun. So I'm keeping all of these. I have them. They haven't dried out. I need to play with these more for sure. This one, is it this one? Yes. So this is from, these are old, y'all. Like, honestly, a smart person would not use these anymore. But I absolutely love this Frosé, what was this called? Frosé Bronze. And I remember this just being so pretty, and I used to pair it with another shade. I think it might be one of the Danessa Myricks Color Fix. I think I actually screenshot it because I was talking about it and it came up in my Facebook whatever, you know, like time hop. This is just, it's such a pretty shade. Is it anything overly unique? No, but it is quite pretty. So there was another shadow that I was pairing with this and it was beautiful. This other shade is Aphrodite. This one is less wowing and it's also drying out. Yeah, so Aphrodite I'm gonna get rid of. Luckily, Frosé Bronze is still kicking. Actually kind of reminds me of that Marc Jacobs Sequins, but less coppery. Yeah, so we're gonna get rid of Aphrodite and then we're gonna wipe my hands because that's a mess. We have a lot more to go through though. Oh, I just realized I didn't mention these. So I have one of the Rabanne color shots. This is actually a very pretty shade. Which one is this? This is Friend Zone, and I love this shade. It looks very much like what this is. So I got sent this through Influencer, and I really like it. I would, if I wasn't so ridiculous, I would be curious to try a couple more because I was really intrigued by this. Also, the packaging, because it's plastic and not metal, I think that it's like an easier squeeze tube. The RMS ones, while they are metal, I haven't had a lot of problems with them. When you purchase it, it does come with one of these little color keys. One of these was sent to me by a friend, one was gifted by the brand. I absolutely love these. I just recently talked about these in my over 40 favorites. If you want to see these swatched out next to a couple other cream shadows, I would watch that video. So let's see here. We're gonna keep these. So all this stuff's gonna go to the side. I'm trying to stay somewhat organized in the chaos here. Now, we have some shadow sticks. So, or like shadow stick type things. So this Dazzle stick from KVD, I have the shade Hail Surge. I remember these being really pretty. So I'm gonna keep this. I should pull this out for like a quick and easy day. I've really enjoyed this one. I don't know, clearly it didn't make me go and buy more, but I did enjoy this one. I just like the color and the little bit of extra sparkle that this one has in it, but I just, clearly I don't need anything. I need nothing in my life. This little Sephora eye crayon, it is waterproof. I mean, that is a really pretty color. I just don't think to wear it that often. Maybe, again, maybe this is another like fall. I should see if I like wearing this as like a eye base, because I think I got it to use on my like lower lash line, and I just don't do that as much anymore, like pops of color, but maybe I should. I don't know, we'll see. We got to play with that one a little bit. So I have this Luminous Eye Color in Nudity from Nude Sticks. Talk about nudity, it's like barely there. I know people are really starting to get into eyeshadow sticks, like it's kind of the thing right now. I just find that no matter what, no matter how shiny they're supposed to be, once you blend them out, they just don't have as much shine, and I usually like quite a bit of shine. So I'm gonna put this one to the side here. Side, that was a weird way to say that. And then I have some Laura Mercier ones. I'm going to swatch these out kind of by tone. Oh, that looks nothing like the tone in the, on the cap here. Or what's that? The base, I guess we would call it. Jeez, all right. This superhero one from It Cosmetics. These were okay, definitely less shiny though. And I do like the formula of those, like this little brightening one. Meh. Strike a Rose. This one I think I actually got suckered into purchasing. And by I got suckered, I mean I suckered myself into it this last fall. It's pretty. So far, it's the first nude Laura Mercier one that looks nothing like the cap, which is probably making me not use it, because I probably open the drawer and I see this, I'm like, that's not what I want today, because it looks more like this. Deceiving. Let's see, what is this one? Is this the same? No, more silvery. Ooh, very shiny though. Okay, keeping that one as well. Lavender, when am I ever needing a smoky lavender? Like, never. Am I ever gonna use that? Probably not. We will get rid of this one. And we've got this gold one, goldish. I think I have this one. Is this the same dang one? Let's see here. This one's Intense Copper. This one is Copper. Is there one that is more intense, or are they the same? I think they're the same. The Intense Copper maybe looks like or the regular Copper looks like maybe it's slightly lighter and doesn't have as much of the little sparkles. I'm just gonna keep the bigger one. All right, this Batter Up shade is just like a dark green. Is this a waterproof one? So it says long wearing eyeshadow stick. You know what, I'll keep this through the fall. I mean, I might decide to pull that out and make like a little smoky eye. It's probably exactly what I said last time I decluttered these. Okay, I am gonna take this Dazzle stick and just swatch this here, just so that we can see this comparatively. Okay, so it is more shiny than any of these others. Yeah, that's pretty. I mean, look, wow, bang, bang. That's like super shiny. That one and this one I feel like are the most shiny. These other ones, I think the superhero I'm gonna get rid of. They're just not as shiny as what I would like. This Nude Sticks one I'm gonna get rid of. I just don't know when I would ever be like, I'm gonna take the time to put on an eye crayon and have it look underwhelming. So, okay, this one, that one, we'll keep these. It's like lightning round, right? Sometimes you just can't think about it too much because you have to go with your gut instinct. All right, let's look in here at eye primers. So first of all, right away, I'm gonna get rid of this Jouer concealer. This was so like dry looking on my eyes. This is the Essential High Coverage. This is old at this point anyway, but it made my under eye look kind of dry, so I thought it might work as a lid primer, and I did use it for that for a while, so I got some use out of it, but at this point it probably just needs to go away. This little Nude Sticks thing, 99% Angel, this was like a glimmer and I was like, oh, I'll just use this at some point on my eyes, and never did. And I'm just probably never going to. So I'm just gonna get rid of this. My niece might like this as like either a highlight or I don't know, on her eyes. I don't know what the cool kids are doing these days, but this Longwear Sticky Pigment Bake, oh my gosh, base from Alamar, I wasn't really that into that. I mean, it was okay. I just don't remember loving it. I clearly didn't because I haven't used it in a while. It's a little bit darker. I think I'm just gonna get rid of this. It's kind of old at this point. This Too Faced Shadow Insurance glitter glue has to be so old. I'm gonna get rid of this. I always grab for my Divina one, the specular. And honestly, look at this one. I don't know why I have this in here. This is so old. It's so old. So I'm gonna get rid of this one from Too Faced. I do also have a glitter glue right still in the box from NYX. I pretty much usually have been grabbing my Divina one, not this one. This is the Perlusion Eye Base. This is the one for like all shadows, but she has her like sticky primer. It's actually, that one is also in my travel bag because I used it this last weekend. So that one I use a lot, and it's at least as good of a price as the NYX one, if not maybe even a little bit better depending on when you're shopping. So I am gonna have to bust into this one because it's been a while since I've used that in a while. Wow, it's because it's been a while since I've used the NYX glitter glue. So I will have to pull that out. The Jason Wu, this again is really old and it's pretty light. I don't know, I just wasn't like wowed by it. It's pretty old though. At this point, it's probably just time to like let this go. So I'm gonna let this one go. I have been working through this Eden eyeshadow primer. You know what? These work. They work so well. They do really keep the shadow on for longer, but I do find that they can make the eyelid a little bit almost too tacky, to where I like to put a translucent powder down first, because otherwise it's like and you can get like your brush can stick and the pigment can stick, and then you get kind of like choppy shadow. The other thing is I do feel like this makes my eye look a little bit more dry. There's something about the texture of it, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna get rid of that one. This Nars eye primer, everyone was talking about this. Everyone was talking about this for a while, and I just didn't love it. I'm going to have to try to find some days when I can use it. The thing that I don't love is it has no color to it. So if I'm wearing something to where I want a little bit of a colored base down first, I'd have to do something else and then this. So I feel like I need to use this when I don't feel the need for that. Like maybe the shadow is high coverage enough. I'm not sure. I gave into the hype, got this, and immediately regretted it, but now I have it. The Glam Glue from Glam Shop, I bought 2 of these. I don't know if I bought one and then one in another order, or if I just went right in and got 2 of them. This one is looking gross and I used up almost the whole thing. So I'll probably just get rid of that one. I'll put it in my empties so that I remember it. And this one I might as well keep. It looks like it's still decent. I kind of feel like though this one, if this one burned when it went on my eye, I cannot remember. So I'm gonna have to try this once, and if it does that, it's a no for me, because I might as well just use the specular from Divina once I pull that out of my travel bag. All right, so Inglot Duraline, I always keep this on hand. I love to use this to revive any of my product. It's also great to just make anything more of like a liquid liner type situation. Something that I always have. This technically is a color fix, but it is a gloss or a glaze. This is just a clear glazy product, so I keep it in here in case there's anything that I want to make more sheeny. I mean, you can put it on the cheeks, the lips, the eyes. Obviously, if you put it in the eyes, your eye look is going to crease, but this is just something I keep as like almost like a mixing medium. Really sad I forgot about these. These are the Vision Cream Cover. I picked up 2 colors to try to use as like concealers, or you know, to spot conceal. I don't know that I would necessarily want to use these under the eye. I could even use these as eye bases, so I'm gonna have to try to remember those. I have a Moxie Lash Lashes glue in here. I hope this one still actually has, yeah, okay, we're still good here. Alter Ego sent me their eye primer with something. I did not really care for this. I didn't hate it, but I didn't really find that it did a lot. So I'm gonna get rid of this. And then I have one of the random Adept Cosmetics liners that I kept. The other one that I kept must be dried out. I must have gotten rid of it at one point. That's kind of a bummer. Ooh, what is this one? This is the green one, Sector 1. It's like that green blue multi-chrome. Might as well keep this since I already kept it. So yeah, we'll use that at some point. That'll be kind of fun. All right, look at us go. Look at us go. So I am going to put these all back in here. I'm not sure if I will keep these in here. I am going to put these all back in here for now. Once I sort of have figured out my life, I might change things up a bit. So we're gonna do all the shadow stick type things on one side. I literally only have 1, 2 liquid liners. Where are my liquid liners? That can't be right. Oh no, I have more. Okay, I have more in another drawer. We'll have to do that drawer at some point. I was like, this doesn't seem right. So this doesn't even go in here, and neither does the other one. That makes sense. I was like, why did I have these in here? See, this is what happens. I was like, it's a drawer up. It's a drawer up with all the mascaras and such. So that's fine. I could see at some point these would probably fit in here. By the way, this is where I put my, yeah, see, those would fit really nice in here. And honestly, I love these so much that I could see getting more shades. Not that I need them right now, but I could see getting more shades. Maybe this is what I'll do here. Okay, so I'm gonna put these. You guys are just following along with me for, I just want to get these to a point where they're not gonna like get so lost in the shuffle. Okay, I think that works for now. We'll pop these over to the side, get more organized. Do we have anything? Y'all, it's empty. Okay, I'm gonna wipe this out and I'm gonna put the stuff in the drawer. I will go back over what I'm getting rid of and then I'll show you the final result of what I'm keeping. Oh, so exciting. Okay, here we have what I am getting rid of before I show you the drawer. Sorry for the noise outside. The guys are doing something with the tractor. So I have the color fix that I'm going to pass along to someone. This is just, I had an extra because I'm an idiot. And these two I will see if someone would like. These are all of the why you shouldn't be a makeup hoarder items, also known as what has gone bad. Well, I guess technically this one didn't, but did all of these? This is just old. I should just get rid of this. So this is gonna go in my empties because it counts as a true empty. It's just like to the point of being blurgy. Dried up, at least clogged, moldy, and dried up. So I think a couple of these I am going to put in my empties just so I remember to talk about these, especially like things like this where I've talked about loving them and now I want to be able to go back and be like, nope, because I would not recommend these if they are going to start getting like that so quickly. So disappointing. Okay, these are I'm just getting rid of these, wasn't super happy with them. These are the things that I'm going to try to pass along to makeup friends. You know, you just never know. Like someone might be like, wow, I've been looking for a green loose pigment, a bright green loose pigment. Who knows, right? So that's not too bad. Now we are going to hop over to my phone so I can show you the drawer. I am pretty happy with this. I am actually pretty happy with it. We started out slow, but I told you when it came to the creams and the liquid shadows, there was probably a lot that I wasn't going to be getting rid of right away. Stay tuned for that Sydney Grace Swatch Fest. And then I will decide what I'm going to keep from there because I definitely don't need to keep all of what I have. It's kind of gotten out of hand and I'm sure I can pare down a few. So I would love to do that soon in the future. Probably not till later in the fall, like I said, before the sale season, but I will definitely get there. All right, lovelies. I hope that this was entertaining. Maybe it was helpful. Maybe it was just a reminder to go through your own makeup, and when you see how much you have, maybe it's a good reminder to not buy anymore. Because I know right now, liquid and cream shadows are always very tempting to me. I've been tempted to get one of the Lisa Eldridge, and at this point I'm realizing like clearly I don't need anything, especially when I look at all of the neutrally shades I have. I'm just curious about her formula. At one point maybe I will get one to try, but it's not something that I need to go out and buy the whole range of, very clearly. So that's gonna be it. Let's see what I ended up with for organization. All right. Not perfectly organized. This little sitch here is not ideal, but that's fine. I'm just gonna have to figure out some stuff. I do feel like I just really need to see like per square inch. I do feel like these would be a better deal than these. I think that they make more sense. They're a little bit bigger maybe, but I don't know. We will see. It will also help when I go through and just get rid of a few of these. There's probably not going to be a lot that I get rid of. You can see that I tucked all of my about face way to the back. I think that's going to help me use some of my color fix a bit more so that I can decide what I want to keep. So that's a challenge to myself. This is definitely much more organized. I have all of my bases type things, my tube key, my little spatula, and my palette for mixing things. And under here, just, you know, a few random goodies and things that I need to go through so that hopefully I can set them up over here. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to keep this here. This is like smaller on the bottom. It gets a little bit bigger as it comes up, so it's not ideal to have for storage like this. I would like something that's just straight up and down, but we will see if I get around to that. But a far cry from the chaos that we started with. So thanks for coming along on this journey with me. I appreciate all of you. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe so that you can see the lipstick declutter that is coming real soon.